I'm 103. Doctors said I'd be dead by 60. But I've eaten these 4 unhealthy foods daily since 1985. Still alive. My name is Agnes May Whitaker. I'm 103 years old. And I'm about to tell you something that will make every nutritionist, dietitian, and lab coat wearing smarty in the country throw their clipboards in the air. I eat the same 4 foods every single day. Yes, 4. Not 7, not 12, not the 47 you think you need to survive. 4 foods. I've been eating them like clockwork for over 40 years. And before you roll your eyes and scroll back to watch some teenager doing a TikTok dance, listen for a minute. Every single doctor I've ever had, and trust me, I've had more than my fair share, all told me I was eating wrong, and not in a gentle, oh maybe reconsider that kind of way. No, it was the full-on, you're going to give yourself a heart attack, diabetes, and a side of regret by next Tuesday kind of judgment. Dr. Hamilton in 1982 said, "Agnes, your cholesterol is sky high. Stop eating eggs. Stop the butter. Stop being foolish. You're gambling with your life." I thanked him politely and went home. And yes, I fried 3 eggs in butter for breakfast. 3. Not egg whites, not some sad cholesterol-free substitute. Whole eggs, yolk, white, and every bit of golden goodness that nature so thoughtfully put inside a shell. Let me tell you something about eggs. People treat them like ticking time bombs. Cholesterol, heart disease, they yell. But let me ask you something. Do you think nature is cruel? That God sat there and said, I will give you the perfect food for life, but only eat the white part because the yolk might be dangerous? No, of course not. The yolk is where the power is, the energy, the nutrients. It's the engine of life. And yet people crack open a carton, dump the yolks, and pat themselves on the back like they're making a great choice. You know what that is? It's like buying a car and throwing away the engine because you read a blog that said engines are risky. Next is beef. Ground beef. Simple. Salt, cast iron skillet. That's it. No exotic marinades, no 37 herbs from faraway lands, no liquid smoke nonsense. Just beef. Every day. A pound a day. People act like red meat is poison, heart disease, cancer, cholesterol. I've been hearing this since the 70s. Here's the thing. My grandmother ate beef every day. My mother ate beef every day. I've eaten beef every day. And somehow, mysteriously, astonishingly, none of us are 6 feet under gnawed by worms yet. Crazy, right? Beef has everything your body actually needs. Iron, B12, creatine, carnitine, all the stuff they try to sell you in a bottle at $49.99. Your muscles, your blood, your brain, it's all made from that. But hey, let's put it in a capsule and call it supplement and charge people for pretending to fix the problem. Genius marketing. Then we have potatoes. Good old potatoes. Boiled, skins on. I eat 6 of them every day. People tell me carbs are evil, diabetes in a bag, destroyer of waistlines. And you know what I say? I've lived through the Great Depression. I've been through blackouts during wartime. I've survived winters colder than your freezer and hotter than your oven on pizza night. And guess what kept me alive? Potatoes. Energy from the ground. Reliable, humble, and miraculous. You don't need quinoa flown from Peru. You don't need kale farmed in a lab. You need potatoes. Real ones. Honest ones. And finally, raw milk. Yes, raw milk. Straight from the cow. Thick, creamy, full of life. People freak out about bacteria. Bacteria? The whole world is full of bacteria, sweetie. Your gut is literally a party of germs that keep you alive. Raw milk has enzymes, probiotics, vitamins, all the stuff pasteurized milk killed on the altar of safety. You want milk that actually tastes like something? You want to feel it nourish you? Raw milk. Always raw milk. Now I know what you're thinking. Agnes, aren't you worried? Isn't this boring? Aren't you missing out on all the fancy superfoods? And I laugh, Because boring is being 60 years old, taking 12 pills a day, wondering why your knees ache and your memory sucks. I have energy. I have clarity. I walk, I garden, I talk to my neighbors, I even text my great-grandchildren. Well, sort of. I send them long, rambling emails full of sarcasm and stories they pretend to read. That's life. That's living. Breakfast, 3 eggs. Butter, potatoes, raw milk. Lunch, beef, potatoes, raw milk. Dinner, eggs, beef, potatoes, raw milk. That's it. Simple, predictable, powerful, efficient. People say it's boring. You know what's boring? Spending half your life guessing, calculating, worrying, and still feeling weak and tired. Life isn't about food charts, percentages, or Instagram perfect meals. Food is half the battle. The other half is joy, love, forgiveness, and purpose. Let me tell you a little story. I knew a man named Walter down the street. He ate clean, exercised every day, meditated, read health books like they were gospel. Guess where he ended up? 68, cancer. And do you know what killed him? Not the cancer. Hate did. He spent decades carrying grudges, festering over nonsense, letting bitterness twist him from the inside. That disease didn't come from his plate, it came from his heart. Joy, my dears, is medicine. Laughing, even when you want to cry, even when it hurts. Forgiving, even when they don't deserve it, because carrying anger is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. Loving, even when it's scary, even when it's risky, even when it breaks you a little. That's the fuel that keeps a body like mine running at 103. I wake up at 5:30 every morning. Why? Because I have things to do. A garden that needs attention, neighbors who need a hand, letters to write, stories to tell, people to love. Purpose isn't some abstract word in a self-help book. It's the reason your body wants to keep going. Without it, food is just fuel. With it, food becomes power. And don't get me started on waiting. People waste their lives waiting for the perfect moment. I'll travel when I'm thinner. I'll call my mother when I'm less busy. I'll start living when I retire. Guess what? Someday is a scam. My friend Betty spent 40 years planning to retire to the coast, open a bakery, bake pies, live her dream. She died at 62, never saw the ocean, never made a pie. Don't be Betty. Start living today. Simplicity is underrated. People think they need variety, exotic foods, supplements, apps, DNA-based meal plans. Let me tell you a secret, they don't. They need nutrients, energy, and nourishment. 3 eggs, a pound of beef, 6 potatoes, and raw milk gives you all of that. Everything else, noise, distraction, a marketing scheme. And don't think this is just about health. It's about freedom. Freedom from decision fatigue. Freedom from anxiety. Freedom from pretending that your Instagram-worthy smoothie bowl is more important than enjoying a damn meal that makes you feel strong and alive. I wake up, eat my food, and move on with my life. Time saved equals life gained. I want you to understand something about longevity. It's not a magic supplement. It's not a secret diet. It's not a pill you can buy at CVS. It's living with joy, eating what your body needs, loving people, forgiving, laughing, and finding purpose every single day. That's what keeps you going past 100, clear-headed, capable, and still sarcastic enough to annoy the young nurses at the clinic. I've buried friends. I've watched people die from all the things we're told to fear. But here's the reality. Death comes for all of us, eventually. What matters is what you do while you're alive. Food fuels you, yes, but it's love, joy, forgiveness, and purpose that actually make life worth living. And let me tell you, I've had a lot of practice. I've laughed, I've cried, I've argued, I've loved, I've forgiven, and I've eaten my 4 foods like a warrior. That combination, unstoppable. And yes, I can still walk without a cane. I can still garden, tend to my plants, chase after my great-grandchildren when they get too wild, and yes, I still scold people younger than me for wasting time worrying about what's in their quinoa instead of hugging their mother. People think you need variety to survive. Nonsense. My grandmother ate the same meals every day. My mother ate the same meals every day, and they thrived. They raised children, worked the farm, kept communities alive, and didn't need 73 different types of kale salad or a smoothie made from Himalayan goji berries. They needed real food, love, and purpose. That's it. I could go on forever. But let me leave you with this. Don't wait. Don't wait to start loving, forgiving, laughing, or living. Don't wait to appreciate the people around you. Don't wait to enjoy your food, your body, your life. The perfect time, never. There's only now. When it comes to eating well, less really is more. People think a healthy diet has to be complicated. Kale smoothies, quinoa bowls, avocado toast with Himalayan pink salt, and supplements stacked like building blocks. But the truth is, the body doesn't need fancy trends or exotic ingredients to thrive. It needs consistency, balance, and nutrient-rich food that fuels every part of you. That's the power of simplicity in nutrition. Eating a handful of carefully chosen foods every day can give your body everything it needs without overwhelming your mind or exhausting your willpower. When you simplify your diet, you stop wasting energy deciding what to eat, tracking every calorie, or obsessing over the latest research study. You free up mental space for the things that actually matter, thinking clearly, moving your body, enjoying meals, and living fully. Consistency is key. Your body thrives on predictability. When you eat nutrient-dense foods regularly, your metabolism stabilizes, your energy levels improve, and your body has the raw materials it needs to repair, grow, and function optimally. It doesn't matter if the food is plain or repetitive. What matters is that it's nourishing and reliable. Simplicity also creates resilience. Overly complex diets can be stressful, expensive, and easy to abandon. Simple nutrition, on the other hand, builds habits that last decades. It allows you to connect with the natural rhythm of eating, with real ingredients prepared in straightforward ways. Ultimately, simplicity in nutrition isn't just about food. It's about reclaiming control, building sustainable habits, and giving your body the tools it truly needs to thrive for a lifetime. Food fuels the body, but joy, purpose, and human connection fuel the life inside it. You can eat perfectly, drink every smoothie, and take every supplement, but if your days are empty, your spirit neglected, and your heart heavy with loneliness or resentment, your health will still suffer. Humans aren't built to live in isolation or to function on routines alone. We are wired for relationships, for laughter, for work that matters, and for small moments that remind us why we exist. Purpose is the engine that keeps you moving. When you have reasons to get out of bed, whether it's tending a garden, helping a neighbor, writing letters, or watching your great-grandchildren grow, you're giving your body a reason to thrive. The mind sends signals to the body. When you feel alive, your energy increases, your hormones balance, and your resilience strengthens. Without purpose, even the healthiest diet feels hollow. Connection is equally vital. Shared meals, shared stories, and shared laughter create bonds that nourish as much as protein and vitamins. Humans are social creatures. Love and support don't just make life sweeter, they reduce stress, boost immunity, and improve mental clarity. Forgiving those who have hurt you isn't a luxury, it's a prescription. Letting go of anger and bitterness unchains the body and clears the way for vitality. And joy, oh joy is medicine. Laughter lowers stress hormones, releases endorphins, and gives the heart a workout no treadmill can match. Finding delight in small things, even in hard times, keeps your mind sharp and your body energized. Health is not just what you eat, it's what you feel, who you love, and why you rise each morning. Real longevity comes when food and spirit work together, when the body is nourished and the soul is fully alive. Life isn't waiting for the perfect diet, the perfect body, or the perfect moment. Life is happening right now while you're overthinking, scrolling, and stressing. Want energy? Want to feel alive at 103? Eat real food, laugh at the absurd, love fiercely, forgive quickly. I've been here over a century. I've married people who told me I wouldn't make it. And yet here I am, still walking, still thinking, still eating my eggs, beef, potatoes, and raw milk. The secret? Simplicity. Joy, purpose, connection. That's all. Nothing else matters. Stop waiting for someday. Call your mother. Hug someone. Cook a meal. Forgive someone who doesn't deserve it. Laugh even when it hurts. Life doesn't wait. Neither should you. I'm Agnes May Whitaker, 103 years old, still alive, still sarcastic, still kicking. Now go live, laugh, eat, love, and don't waste another second pretending you'll start someday. That day is today.